Hello students, today we are going to do The Merchant of Venice. Act 2, Scene 5. Sherlock tells Jessica to lock the house properly when he goes for dinner with Bassanio. Sherlock has an evil foreboding. However, he is happy that Lancelot is gone. Jessica bids farewell to her father. The irony is that Sherlock's forebodings are right. Her father's absolute faith in her, that is Jessica, comes as a contrast to her betrayal. Shylock, well, thou shalt see, thy eyes shall be thy judge. The difference of old Shylock and Bassanio. Shylock says to Launcelot, that you shall see, and your eyes shall be your own judge. What Jessica he calls for his daughter Jessica. Thou shalt not gomatize as thou hast done with me. You won't overeat like you used to do at my place. What, Jessica? Again calling for his daughter? And sleep and snore and rent apparel out. That means you will not sleep, snore, and wear out your clothes quickly. Why, Jessica? I say. Can't you hear me, Jessica? Now Launcelot says, why, Jessica? He also calls for Jessica. And Shylock, who bids thee call? I do not bid thee call. That means, who asked you to call her? I didn't ask you to call her. Lancelot, your worship was wont to tell me that I could do nothing without bidding. It means, your honor used to complain that I never did anything without being ordered. Enter Jessica. Call you, what is your will? Did you call me? What is your wish? Shylock, I'm bid for to supper, Jessica. I have been invited to supper, Jessica. There are my keys, but wherefore should I go? Here are my Here are my keys, but why should I go? He feels. I'm not bid for love, they flatter me. I wasn't invited because they like me. They are flattering me as he has lent them money. But yet I will go and hate to feed upon the prodigal Christian. He means that, but I will go out of spite to eat the food of the spendthrift Christian, that is Bassanio. For I did dream of money bags tonight. He says, as he dreamt of money bags, which is a bad sign, so there might be something bad that might happen. Launcelot, I beseech you, sir, go, my young master doth expect your reproach. Launcelot means, sir, I request you to go, as my young master expects you to come. Reproach, Launcelot wanted to say approach, that is arrival, and wrongly used reproach. Sherlock, so do I his. Sherlock takes the word reproach literally and says that he expects Bassanio's reproach if his villainous scheme succeeds. And they have conspired together. I will not say you shall see a mask, but if you do. Launcelot unknowingly talks about the conspiracy, that is, elopement of Jessica. Shakespeare probably ridicules the practice of prophesying by omens. Launcelot's speech is full of inconsistencies and therefore very comic. Then it was not for nothing that my nose fell a bleeding. An, an unexpected bleeding of the nose was an omen for misfortune. On Black Monday last at 6 o'clock in the morning. The Monday following Easter, the festivals to celebrate the resurrection of Christ, Lancelot plays on Shylock's superstitious nature by referring to the Easter Monday of 1360 when Edward III's army was caught in the black fog and cold outside Paris. Many soldiers froze to death, falling out that year on Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday, the first day of Lent. On this day, people put ashes on their forehead to remind them that man was made from dust and shall return to dust. Lent is a period of prayer and penance in preparation for Easter. It is absurd of Launcelot to talk of Easter Monday and Ash Wednesday falling at the same day as there is a gap of 40 days between them was 4 years in the afternoon. Inconsistencies in the same speech as Lancelot says that this event took place last year, then he says that it happened 4 years ago. First he says that it happened in morning and then he says in the afternoon. What are they masks? Here you meet Jessica, lock up the doors, and when you hear the drum and the wild squealing of the wild necked Fifi, Sherlock asks, what is there a masked party? Then he tells Jessica to lock up the doors when you hear the drum and the unpleasant shrill notes of small flute having a curved mouth and piece like a bird's beak, hence the description wild neck that is crooked necked. Clamber not you up to the casements then, nor thrust your head into the public street to gaze on Christian fools with varnished faces. Sherlock advises Jessica not to climb up the windows and not to stretch your neck and over the public street to look at Christian fools with painted or wearing masks. But stop my house ears, I mean my casements. But stop my house's ear, that is the casements. Let not the sound of floppery enter my Jacob's staff, I swear. Sherlock says, let the sound of shallow property, that is, foolish display, not enter my peaceful house. By Jacob's staff, he means the staff which his ancestor Jacob carried according to biblical stories. In the book of the Bible, Jacob boasts that he had only the staff when he crossed River Jordan, yet he returned with companies of men. I have no mind of feasting for tonight, but I will go. Go you before me, Sirrah. Say I will come. Sherlock swears and says I have no mind of going for a party tonight, but I will go. He asks Launcelot to go before him and say I will come. Launcelot, I will go before Sir Mistress. Look out at window for all this. Launcelot says, I will go before Sir. While going out, he says to Jessica, look out of the window for all this, in spite of your father's instructions. There will be a Christian boy who will be worth a Jew's eyes, because a Christian will pass by, that is Lorenzo, who will be worthy to be looked at by Jew's eyes. Of that is Jessica. Shylock, what says the fool of Hagar's offspring her? Shylock gets suspicious and says this. The people despised by Jews were supposed to be descended from Hagar, the slave woman, maid to Abraham's wife Sarah. The Jews trace their line back to Sarah. Lancelot the servant is said to have descended from Hagar. Jessica, his words were farewell, mistress, nothing else. She lies to her father and says she was just bidding farewell to me, nothing else. Shylock, the patch is kind enough but a huge feeder. The fool is kind enough but having a great appetite. Snail slow in profit, and as slow as nail in giving profit, and sleeps by day. He sleeps a lot during the day, more than a wild cat. Drones hive not with me. A drone is a male bee which does not search for honey and lives on food stored by others. Therefore I part with him. Therefore I sent him away, and part with him to one that would have him help to waste his borrowed purse, to whom I have lost to one who has a borrowed purse, that is Bassanio. Well, Jessica, go in, perhaps I will return immediately. He tells Jessica to go in, perhaps he will return very soon. Do as I bid you, shut doors after you. Do as I have told you, do shut the doors after I have gone. Fast bind, fast find. If you lock a thing up, you will find it safe. A proverb never stale in thrifty mind, a proverb that is never old fashioned for a careful man. Careful man. Jessica, farewell, and if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father and you a daughter lost. Jessica says, if nothing goes wrong with the plans, you will lose a daughter and I will lose a father. And as she will elope with Lorenzo and get married to him and become a Christian. Thank you for watching. Like my video if you have understood and subscribe to my channel for the latest updates.